So the Xbox Games Showcase happened, and the internet seems to be pissed off about it. Was it really that bad though? Today, we're gonna talk about it. Happy Friday, 31st of July everyone, and welcome back to Screen Players News, which is where we cover everything Xbox and PlayStation. If you like our content, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well as clicking on the notification bell down below. That will keep you updated whenever we post new stuff, and it does help us grow. So it's kind of a win-win situation. I'm gonna cover a couple of news on the PlayStation side before we start. Well, first things first, so Cuphead is now available on PlayStation. Guys and girls, do not sleep on this one, please. And of course, another Sony event is due sometime in August, and there's a 4chan leak circulating with the supposed program that Sony has for the show. Honestly, it looks like some random person put together a list of well-known rumors, some educated guesses, and bold stuff. Although some of that will turn out to be accurate, the majority of it is either a wonky time frame or, I don't know, it's just far-fetched. But you know what? August is around the corner, so next week I'm gonna do an episode about that, and we'll go through it in a little bit more details. With the minor news out of the way, Angie, Jazz and I did follow the Xbox Games Showcase live on Twitch, and we shared our thoughts and impressions post-show. Honestly, we all liked it, however, it seems that no one else did. So I decided to gather my thoughts to see if a week and a day, to be precise, late, I would have changed my opinion on it. And no. I still think that mostly the show was good. Don't get me wrong, I'm no fool, hopefully, and I don't think Microsoft did enough to convince a PlayStation user to jump ship, or generally speaking, gamers to buy into the Xbox Series X because of the show. Also, the event wasn't perfect. I did find the pace of it to be really good, and the Apple-style one more thing used for Fable quite awesome. But on the other hand, Halo at the very beginning of the show, and pretty much no gameplay whatsoever for 95% of the stuff that was there. Also, Tetris. I mean, seriously? Microsoft? You had some good stuff on the pre-show, but you put Tetris in the main show, and none of that other stuff. What the hell? Let's start with Halo, shall we? I already told ya, I thought that Microsoft starting the show with what was supposed to be the star of the show a little bizarre. But you know what? There and then I thought, oh well, they're just cutting straight to the chase, I suppose. This is not the real problem, though. Halo's gameplay looked fine, but let's address the elephant in the room. Halo Infinite wasn't all that pretty looking. Granted, the livestream context didn't really help, and if you now go and look at the show on the Xbox YouTube channel, it does look a lot better, but it's clear as daylight that the game is far from ready. Later, Microsoft did confirm that in fact Halo is work in progress. This game has been a work in progress for a long time, and I, and all of us, thought that it would have been nearly ready by now. On the other hand, we gotta remember we are in the middle of a global pandemic and a work from home situation, so that is at least part of the reason for Halo's current state. But here's the question. Should Microsoft have shown the game, or maybe kept it for a later date? Well, given how it all went down, I guess I should say that maybe they should have kept it for, I don't know, later. But on the other hand, I gotta say that I appreciate a developer and a publisher willing to show us a good chunk of gameplay, even if the game in question is not completely polished. CD Projekt Red did the same with Cyberpunk 2077 about a year or so ago, and no one really complained that the game was work in progress. Of course, we all knew that Cyberpunk 2077 was going to be a title for this generation. Well, Little did we know at the time. But that's the thing for me. People seem to be forgetting that Microsoft has taken a different strategy than Sony. Halo is in fact a cross-gen title. It should look way beter on Xbox Series X, but still, it's a title that should be able to run on the Xbox One S. The game didn't really blow my socks off, but also didn't put me off of the system as well. Yes, I am going to buy a Series X as well as a PlayStation 5 because I'm an idiot. What worries me about Halo though is that later we got confirmation that this is going to be the last Halo title for quite some time, and they're gonna keep supporting and adding to it. This is not really giving me good vibes, you lot. Hellblade 2. Well, I wish I could tell you something about Hellblade 2, but in reality, I can't. Oh wait, there's something I can tell you. The game is set in Iceland. Bit of a shame, really. Let's not kid ourselves. I always said that this game was going to be a late 2021, if not 2022 title, but I was expecting to see a longer in-engine trailer this time. In good conscience, I don't even know why Ninja Theory was at the event. Given what we saw, I would have kept them for another time. And pretty much the same goes for Everwild. I have been really looking forward to see more of these games. I love Rare. They're one of my favorite developers from my childhood. And also this game kind of looks like Zelda Breath of the Wild meet Avatar. What we basically learned about Everwild at the event is that even Rare has no idea what their game is about. They are still figuring out gameplay themselves, and I was expecting gameplay to be shown at the event. I just hope this game lives to its potential, because yes, I think there is a lot of potential here. Forza. You know, it's Forza. The very short in-engine trailer looked really good, as we all imagined it would anyway. I was expecting the title to be available at launch or shortly after, but I've got a feeling it's a long way off. I'm thinking 2021 as in late 2021, if not 2022. I suppose Dirt 5 is the title for all petrol heads this holiday season, regardless which system you play on. Psychonauts 2, once again, no gameplay. We got Jack Black singing. Cool. Game's delayed. Fine. What's not 100% clear to me is that the title was supposed to be coming for PlayStation as well. And I don't know if Microsoft acquiring Double Fine changed things or not. Can we have some clear communication about that, please? I'd like to know. I'm nosy. I feel like Obsidian came in strong, you guys and girls. So we got to see a DLC for The Outer Worlds, a really fun trailer for Grounded, which, by the way, came out on July 28th, and it's killing it on Steam. You guys and girls should not sleep on this one. And the cherry on top of the cake was the announcement of Avowed. Folks, I have really good feelings about Avowed, and I also think Microsoft did really well to show us trailers, well, tease trailers, for both Fable and Avowed alike. I said that even in my prediction video. Microsoft should try to build hype around titles that are not coming for another 2, 3, 4 years. Sony does that all the time, and they do it really well. It works. So I'm glad that Microsoft is actually following suit. We also saw 2 games of the same genre, as Dusk Falls by Interior Night, and Tell Me Why from the developers behind Life is Strange. So we're talking about a first-party studio, Interior Night, and a third-party studio. Both titles should be exclusive to Xbox and PC. It's not clear again, is it timed exclusivity or not? Anyway, I'm not big on the genre, but I actually want to play more games like these, and I think it's good that these titles were there. This is a genre where Sony excels in, and I'm glad to see that Microsoft is trying to up their game. Then there was a bunch of third-party games, pretty much all exclusive to Xbox and PC. Once again, not 100% clear if that's timed exclusivity or not. The Medium, that funnily enough was the only title that really gave us a reason as to why we should be excited about Xbox Series X and how its fast blazing SSD is going to change the gaming landscape this holiday season. Basically what Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart did for the PlayStation 5 at the Future of Gaming event. Anywho, we got to see a good chunk of gameplay here with the developer talking us through how the faster I/O on the Series X allowed the game to render 2 worlds simultaneously. The Medium looked super creepy, and it gave me some strong Silent Hill vibes, y'all. I am excited about this game, and I don't really understand why Microsoft didn't actually start the show with this game, and maybe kept Halo for the middle part of the event instead. Once again, cannot say enough, this game is technically exclusive to Xbox and PC. It's not clear if this is a timed exclusivity, it's not clear if this is coming to PlayStation. I also liked the Gunk, where you are a Ghostbuster, Gunk Buster, and you basically go around and hoover Gunk up and... well, I don't know, alright? It looks cool. Stalker 2. Okay, I'm gonna come clean. I have not played the first game, but this one really appealed to me, the post-apocalyptic scenario. I'll give it a go. Timed exclusivity, maybe not. Same things I've been saying. Destiny 2 will be on Game Pass. I am no Destiny fan, but this title on Game Pass, big thumbs up. I was about to forget. State of Decay 3, first party. Trailer looked really good, but you know, CGI, so it may not even be anything like the finished product or the game. Also, snow, zombies, sounds familiar. And of course, Warhammer, not a fan, but you know what, Game Pass, thumbs up. And this is my point. And here we go, there are 2 major takeaways of this event for me. Number 1, every title shown will be on Game Pass. Guys, huge props to Microsoft for their service. I love it, it's brilliant, it's doing great. So, thumbs up. Also, let's not forget, xCloud is coming in September, and although details are still a little fuzzy, I would assume that all of the first-party titles will be playable via xCloud. I'm hoping for the third-party titles as well, so basically the whole Game Pass catalog. Fingers crossed. As they said themselves multiple times, Xbox is not really interested in competing with Sony, at least on the console front anymore. The company's gearing up for the far, or maybe not so far, future. They're trying to be the Netflix of video games, and I think they're doing brilliantly. They're trying to deliver a service to both hardware owners as well as, or whilst, they're trying to dip their toes into the game streaming territory. And the second takeaway is, we all complained, me included, of lack of exclusive games for Xbox thus far. Well, Microsoft has showed us all that not only Xbox has exclusive games coming, but there also are a lot of diverse titles in there, which is something that Sony does very well and did very well at the Future of Gaming. Obviously, whether all of the games shown so far are going to be good, we'll have to see. But at least they exist. In conclusion, I think the Xbox owners can look forwards to the years to come, and generally speaking, I actually believe this coming generation will get even more fantastic titles, both from Microsoft as well as Sony, and let's not forget Nintendo, and also the new kid around the block, Stadia. Who knows, maybe Amazon will join right in. As usual, you guys and girls, I care to know, what do you think about? Did you like the show? Did you not like the show? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Just write it all down in the comment section down below, or on Twitter perhaps at screenplayers_, or why don't you come and tell me live this coming Tuesday at 6 PM UK at the Screenplayers podcast on Twitch. I'll see you all later. As usual, happy gaming. Fun to play.
Such a Microsoft thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what we really need?
Tetris.
In the middle of all of this, when people are going, oh yeah, this is good. Oh, we need Tetris. And everyone in the boardroom went, yes,
gold stuff.
that man or woman or whoever deserves a raise.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, team.